Hare Krishna. So we have completed chapter number 13, titled The Nature, the Enjoyer and the Consciousness. So I hope we remember the triangle that we had discussed. Jiva, that is we, the spirit soul, Paramatma or super soul, and we have Prakriti, the material nature. So Jiva will desire. Paramatma will sanction based on his previous karma. And Prakriti will manifest that desire or materialize that desire. So in chapter 13, Śloka number 22, it was very clear. Purushaha prakritistohi bhungte prakriti jan gunan karanam guna sangosya sat asat yoni janmasu. So here it is said that living entity gets entangled in the material nature. And then why does it entangle? Because it was desiring. It was the one, or the spirit soul is the one which desires. So because of the desire, it gets entangled in the material nature. Now, so the transition from 13th chapter to 14th chapter is this particular shloka, 13.22. That is 13th chapter, shloka number 22. So what is the transition here? What are we going to learn in chapter number 14? So chapter number 13 says, because of the desire, the living entity got entangled in the material nature. Now we will see in chapter 14, how does the material nature bind the living entity? So this is the discussion in 14th chapter. So let's start. Let's start with shloka number 1 of the 14th chapter, which is titled as the three modes of material nature. The first shloka goes like this. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Param bhuyah pravakshyami Jnananam jnanamuttamam Yajñatva munayah sarve Param siddhim ito gataha. So here, Lord Krishna is speaking. Shri Bhagavan Vacha. What is he saying? Bhuyah pravakshyami. O Arjuna, bhuyah. Again, I am going to speak. Pravakshyami. What is Krishna speaking now? Here he says, Param Jnanam, the supreme wisdom. And there is a speciality about this. Jnananam Jnanamuttamam. It is the best of all the knowledge. Now suppose if Arjuna has this question, okay, so if I know that, what will happen? What will I get? And here it is said, Yad Jnatva, knowing this, Munayah Sarve, all the great sages, Param Siddhim Ito Gataha, they have attained supreme perfection. So here, Krishna is creating that eagerness to hear this wonderful description of three modes of material nature. In Arjuna, no, Arjuna is already eager. In all of us, by giving this wonderful shloka. So here, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada is saying, in the 13th chapter, it was clearly explained that by humbly developing knowledge, one may possibly be freed from material entanglement. It has also been explained that it is due to association with the modes of nature that the living entity is entangled in this material world. So it's very clear from the 13th chapter that I think shloka number 8 to 12, where it was clearly mentioned the different processes of knowledge. And if that is followed, a person will get disentangled from the material world. And now here it is said that in this chapter, the Supreme Personality explains what those modes of nature are. Because previously, it was very clearly told that due to association of the modes of nature, Karanam guna sangasya. So sanga of what? The modes of nature, guna. So here in this chapter it is said or explained what those modes of nature are, first. Second, how they act. Third, how they bind. And fourth, how they give liberation. So these are the four important topics which are very clearly described in this entire chapter number 14. Now here Prabhupada is saying, he's making a very important point. He says, if one understands this chapter through the process of philosophical speculation, he will come to an understanding of devotional service. Now see, there are two types of philosophical speculation. The first one is what jnanis do. So jnanis, what they do is, they try to speculate themselves on their own mental strength or intellectual capability. They want to understand everything. They want to understand the absolute truth. But now here, Prabhupada is telling do philosophical speculation. So here it basically means that one should hear from the authority, like Arjuna is hearing. One should hear from the authority and then try to contemplate and understand the subject matter. So this entire 14th chapter, we have so many things to contemplate on after hearing from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And finally here it is mentioned, the Lord now explains the same knowledge in a better way. This knowledge is far, far superior to all other processes of knowledge. Thus far explained, and knowing this many attained perfection. Thus it is expected that one who understands this 14th chapter will attain perfection. Now here, see, Krishna is using the word bhuyah again. Now what is Krishna trying to explain again? And another line which is there, jnananam jnanam uttamam, the best of all knowledge. Means till now whatever Krishna gave was not best. So here the point is, this particular chapter gives the knowledge which is the topmost or the best knowledge in comparison to all the knowledge that Krishna gave regarding Jiva and Prakriti. So that's what it means here. And also, the processes of knowledge which Krishna has mentioned in the previous chapter, 13th chapter, Śloka number 8 to 12, which talks about various different things. So out of all that, this particular chapter gives the best of the knowledge. That's what is the point made. And if someone understands, here is the carrot for all of us. One who understands this 14th chapter will attain perfection. Our human life will be perfected because we'll understand that how we are entangled in this world, and we'll also get to know from Krishna how to get disentangled or how to break those bondages and become liberated or go back home, back to Godhead to serve Krishna. So after having said this, Krishna is not stopping here at one shloka. Again he is going to glorify and glorify and glorify the knowledge that he is going to give in chapter number 14 in second shloka also. So let's see that in the next video. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.